Hello, hello ji, good morning. Shaurya ji, Nayan ji, good morning. Hello. So anyway, we will start off with Nifty as soon as possible. So good morning, guys. Welcome to today's pre-market analysis. So here also last market day also we had a very good bearish day if you see, and the opportunities were upon we got opportunities upon the support one and two we achieved if you see properly. So anyway, we'll start off with today's levels. So Nifty have pivot level today at 25,750. So we came back to again lower levels. So with respect to the pivot line, support one lies at 25,560. 25,560 is where the support one comes. Support two comes at 25,430 and support 3 at 25,240. So these are the three support levels with respect to the pivot line for Nifty today, and resistance 1 is at 25,875. It is, we'll mark it as 70 only for the day, and resistance 2 will be at 26,050. 26,060 we will mark, 65 it is, and resistance 3 is at 26,190. So these are the three resistance and support levels with respect to Nifty for the day, and we will quickly mark the pivot line, and we'll later come back to Nifty and mark the zones also. 25,750. 25,750 will be the pivot line for the day. Oh, I marked 27. I'm sorry. 25. 25 and 750. We already marked the pivot lines. We'll come back to this level to the Nifty, and we'll go to Bank Nifty for now, and we'll mark the levels and come back. So in similar scenario, Bank Nifty also had a bear run for the last market day. 59,380 will be today's pivot line. 59,380. And with respect to this, support one lies at 59,020. 20, and support 2 lies at 58,796. We will mark it as 800 only. 58,800 we will be marking, and support 3 lies at 58,440 we will be marking, and these are the three support. And with respect to the resistance, 159,600 will 610 we will mark it as first resistance, and resistance 2 is at 59,970, and resistance 3 at 60,190 again. So these are the three support and resistance with respect to Bank Nifty. Here we will mark it out and move on. So 59,380 will be today's pivot line, and with respect to that, the support one lies at 59,020. 59,020 it will be the first support, and on the resistance side, 59,610 will be the first resistance. 59,610. So we'll have a look at. So today also, if you see that it is trading down below the pivot line, so as we already know that any movement or any market sustainability below the pivot line, we are still on the bear run. So we will get opportunity if it is retesting at this particular point, or else we have to wait for the first 15-minute range to be created, and after that we will plan a trade on the breakout or breakdown. So we will see that. So we will move on to Sensex now for marking the levels. So Sensex also similarly all for market including mid cap, so had a great bear run. So with respect to Sensex, today's pivot line lies at 83,800. 794 will mark it as 800. 83,800. 83,800 will be marking, and with respect to that, support one lies at 83,000 to 180. 83,180 will be the first resistance, and it quite like bigger broader range. It is 83,180, and support 2 is at 82,790, and support 3 is at 82,180. So these are the support levels with respect to today's Sensex market. And on the resistance side, resistance 1 is at 84,190, and resistance 2 is at 84,800, and resistance 3 is at 85,190. So we are getting 190 like 2-3 times now. So anyway, today's pivot line, we will mark the levels lines as well. 83,800. 83,800 will be today's pivot line, and first support is at 83,180. 83,180 will be the first support, and on the resistance side, 84,190. 84,1990. So here as well, it is trading below the pivot line level. So we will plan the levels. If it is getting a retest at this level, then we can go for a bear run. And here, like last previous day, here as well, if it is a bull run, so if it is a bullish sentiments happening, so if it is above this level, then we will validate it with the volume, and we'll compare it with the we'll have a confirmation from the RSI side also, and then only after we will be taking the bull side entries. On bear side, on a retest, we can plan an entry from this level to the support 1, and followed by the support 2 and 3. And let's move on to the mid cap levels. So 13,712, so we'll mark it as 710 will be today's pivot line level. For the mid cap, 13,710 we will be marking, and with respect to that, support 1 is at 13,580, and support 2 is at 13,490, and support 3 is at 13,360. So these are the three support levels, and resistance is at 13,800. We will mark the first resistance as 13,800. We will be marking 806 it is, but we'll keep it as 800 only. And resistance 2 is at 13,940, and resistance 3 at 14,030. So these are the three levels with respect to our bid cap select. We will mark the pivot line over here, 13,700, 13,710, and we will mark it as support one side. If we see, which is at 13,580. 13,580 will be the first support, and we will mark the resistance as well. 13,800 will mark that the first resistance, and here as well similar. So all four market are similar here. If you see, that is trading below the pivot line. So we will plan the trade either at the retest at this level, or we will wait for the 15-minute time frame, or 15-minute candle to be created, and 15-minute range, and we will trade the breakout of that particular level with respect to the volume support side. So we will go back to Nifty. So we'll mark the levels for Nifty 50. Only pivot line have been marked properly, and we'll mark the resistance 1 first. 25,870. 25,870 will be the first resistance, and on the third support we will be at 25,240. 25,240 will be the third support, and we'll mark this support bearish zones, which will be below support 1 and 2. 25,560, 25,560, oh, 25,560, and 25,430. So this will be the bear zone, and on the consolidation side it will be between support 1 and the resistance ones. 25,870 will be the resistance 1 and support 1. 560, 25,560 will be the support 1. So this will be the level. On the bull side it will be resistance 2 and resistance 3. 26,060 and 26,190. 26,060 and 26,190. Okay, so these are the levels with respect to Nifty 50 for the day, and we'll have a quick look at FIA's data. Almost 3,600 crore down from the cash market by FIA, and similarly the addition of 5,300 crores being added by the DIA as well. So with respect to the FIA's sensible data on FNO side, if we see, it is on net bullish, so we have to carefully focus on the opening, and there are high chances that as it is staying below the pivot line, there might be a closing of that particular holding positions, pending positions, and everything might be get closed. So we will wait for that first initial minute, and we will wait for that initial settlement to happen. Any retest at this particular point, then we can plan a trade onto the bear side. And if it is trading, it is sustaining above, crossing above this level, then definitely we will validate it with the volume support, and also the RSI factor, also RSI relative strength index, also we will have a look at that. Anyway, we'll wait for that. We'll wait for the pre-market to open. Oh, good morning, good morning. Rudraji, pivot. What is pivot line? मतलब हम देखो, I'll get you. So previous days, so we will calculate the pivot line with respect to the previous day's level. So previous day, if you see here on the top, we can see the high, low, and close. We will be taking the three values. We will be calculating high plus low plus the closing value divided by 3. So that's how we are getting the pivot line levels. So I am using the classic pivot line method, where we can calculate the resistance 1, 2, and 3 with respect to the equations. We have an equation. We can add the pivot line level directly from the indicator as well, but I am doing it in the classic method, which we have a separate equation. Pivot line can be identified with the previous day's value. So pivot line gives us a futuristic behavior of market with a certain levels. From pivot line we can get the support 1 and 2, and also the support 2 and 3 as well. So with respect to this level, we plan our trades accordingly. So any movement above the pivot level can be considered as a bullish bias in the market. And with respect to the resistance 1, 2, and 3, and also the support 1, 2, and 3, they have a characteristic change when market reach over there. So it is said that when it reaches or it crosses above the resistance one, we will be getting a pull back to this level, and we can a retest to the, then we can trade up to R2. So when it is reaching R2, it is considered as a rejection zones. There similarly, usually when it reaches the R2 level, it gets a rejection zone, and even if it is crossing above the R2 level, then R3 can be traded up to, we can trail our ourselves, and we can wait for the R3 to happen. So R3 is purely considered as a like overbought zone. If we see on if we can see, we can understand that overbought and oversold zone with respect to the relative strength index, right? So similar to that way, whenever we are trading with respect to the pivot line level, we can plan trades on this particular level. So if it is above the pivot line level market, then we can plan a bullish bias trade on that with respect to all these levels. So this calculation is done on the previous day's value, high, low, and closing value. सर मैंने कल धन में हेड्स पोजीशन बनाई थी ऑप्शन सेलिंग के लिए, उसमें सेल की पोजीशन एग्जिट कर दी और बाय की पोजीशन होल्ड है, तो आज वापस सेल करने के लिए उसके लिए आप अभी मतलब मैं ये समझ रहा हूँ कि आपकी बाइक पोजीशन अभी भी होल्डिंग है। तो मतलब देखो, आज अगर लेवल चेंज हो गया तो आपको जो सेल कर रहे हैं उसी हिसाब से आपको बाय करना पड़ेगा, तभी जाके आपको हेड्स पोजीशन के लिए अच्छा एक मतलब जो अच्छा हेडजिंग मिल जाएगा। अगर जिस पोजीशन पे जिस स्ट्राइक आप आज सेल कर रहे हैं उसी हिसाब से आपको बाय पोजीशन खरीदना पड़ेगा। मतलब मेरे हिसाब से तो वही है। अगर वो सूटेबल है आपका बाय पोजीशन तो फिर आप वो होल्ड कर सकते हैं, वरना आपको मतलब नया जो सेलिंग पोजीशन जो करेगा उसके लिए हेड्ज बनना है और आपको कैपिटल मार्जिन की बेनिफिट भी मिलना है, तो आप नया एक पोजीशन बाय करना पड़ेगा। मतलब मेरे हिसाब से तो वही है। गुड मॉर्निंग दीपक जी। गोल्ड गोल्ड या गोल्ड हम देखते हैं, गोल्ड फ्लाइंग इट इज। हाउ आर वी गेटिंग दीस लेवल्स, मतलब पिवोट क्लासिक पिवोट लाइन मेथड से अश्विन जी, it is classic pivot line method. One day we will explain that. So all these data are taken with respect to the previous day. So with respect to the previous trading days value, we are calculating today's movement we are expecting. Well smart जी वही है। Sharas ji, good morning, good morning. So we have a pre-market opening value over here. If you see that, it is opening below yesterday's closing. So we can expect a I hope my screen is visible. So pre-market opening, it is opening below yesterday's closing. So we will wait for either for the first 15-minute range to be created, or if we are getting a chance over here to this particular level at the pivot line, then we can plan a rejection trade. And if it is crossing above, then we will validate it with our RSI indicator and as well as the volume supported in that particular. So if you see that it is coming near to 38 level on a 1 day time frame, on 14 days RSI, if you see it is it is at 38 now. As long as it is so if it is testing these levels, then it might come to near to our oversold zone, and we will wait for that reversal to happen properly with the RSI. And if we are on a bullish side, then definitely we will be planning trade with a proper confirmation of RSI as well as the volume support. I filled the Google form but no one contacted me. आज मैं आपको contact करूँगा 8630492205. Yeah, this is my number, Sharath. Sarthak. Sorry, it's not Sharath. Sarthak. Nice name. This is my number. You can send me a hi. I'll connect you today. Definitely. And thank you so much for your patience, sir. So RSI we will see, and if it is on a bullish side chance, definitely we will plan the trade according to the RSI levels being changed. We will plan that. This indices also, so that we can check few stocks. Let it open, and after that we will check that. Things strategy, which is better, algo or normal trading in options? See, it depends upon how well we are managing that trades. If we have emotional problems, or if we don't have a certain time to spend on market on a daily basis, then definitely I suggest to go with algo. Algo requires, so if it is on a higher ticket size, then it is we have both algos, higher ticket size and lower ticket size as well. So if we have this limitation, then definitely algo is better. So if you are a full-time trader, you have enough time, you have a proper that psychological control on our whatever trades we are taking, then option is good for normal trading as well. So if you ask me, matlab, I don't have enough time for on a daily basis to sit on market, then usually I will go for algos only. And definitely we can cut down the emotional psychological issues in the market by doing options. So I prefer algo, but normal trading is also possible. So we should have that proper discipline to maintain that long run in options. So always people lose money in options because of the psychological issues majorly. Some people might be booking the lows, holding up to the lows and booking the profits earlier. So these kind of issues can be created in options. So I prefer algo, not only time-based approach also they will have proper entry, they will have proper exit, and time-based approaches we are doing on algo. So I prefer algo. So that's it. That's from my points, Singji. So opened it is, and it is dragging down. We'll wait for the first initial settlement to happen, and after that we'll plan a trade. 23 percentage. STC is high, ITC. Check the heat map also once. Oh, on the Hillway stocks as well. Both the lanes, ICICI, HDFC, and even the IT sector is also dragging it down. So it shows a bearish sentiments in the market overall. If we see that, so we can plan the trades accordingly. The start itself is going down. So if it is not giving a retest at this level, we can plan a trade from this support 1 to the support 3, and we can plan it accordingly. We will wait for that first initial settlement to happen, or either we can wait for the first 15 minute to change. Wait from this level, or else we can wait for this retest to happen at this level. When you know which level to trade in Nifty 50 chart, how to select at which amount PE or CE should we use? Like if I know Nifty will go up 26,000, then should I buy 26,000 CE or 26,100 CE or 25,900 seats? So this is actually a strike selection. So I always prefer ATM. ATM means at the money. So if I know that market is going up above this level, so I see a bullish sentiments in the market, so I will prefer 25,750 or 25,700, which will be near to, if it is market is trading there near to this level, then I will prefer this ATM strike 25,750 or 800 or 700. I will prefer that ATM movement, so that we can capture the movement with respect to the like gamma will be properly arranged. Gamma is the rate of change of premium. So I will prefer ATM always, and if you are taking in the money also it is fine, but OTM, as long as we go above higher the levels, then definitely the rate of change of premium will be decreasing. So whatever premium changes, if we want to capture it quickly, then definitely I prefer ATM strikes. ATM strikes, we can do that. And to understand which premium to buy, then definitely you have to look into the options chart, and after that then we can add any indicator like VWAP. I use VWAP for selecting the price. So if it is 25,700, if I prefer to buy it at 120, I select that price with respect to the VWAP. When it is crossing above that VWAP, or if it is crossing above any particular EMA or indicator I use, then definitely I take it upon that level. So that level and that selection of strikes and everything will be marked from my spot chart. I hope I am clear. So market is dropping, it is heavily dropping if you see, and we can plan a trade entry from this particular level if it is breaking down this support one. So after breaking support one, there are usually we get a retest back at this level, then we can plan an entry with respect to that. So it's heavily reddish, all the heavyweight stocks as well, and the both IT sector is all red if you see probably. So it indicates a bearish sentiments. HDFC Life, Finance, Hindalco, Trend. It's testing almost at our support one. How to use VWAP for selecting the price? See, I will say I usually add three VWAPs. So VWAP OHLC, then VWAP high and VWAP low. So when my so usually people do that on the midway. The OHLC level is being broken above, then we can take that OHLC level as the price. So I usually take from the down, so it is a little more riskier. So I always prefer suggest my fellow friends or traders to take when it crosses above that midline. So three levels will be marked, so we can trade with respect to that. So there is another way in selling also, where implied IV and VWAP, no, not IV exactly, combined premium and plus the VWAP is utilized. When they cross over that level, they take that price as the entry. So in selling we do that. So there are different method in selling and option buying as well. On option buying we use VWAP for that. So three VWAPs will be added: VWAP high, VWAP low, and VWAP OSLC. We can trade with respect to that, or else we can change use kind of mean reversion method as well. So mean reversion method is also a little bit complicated. Anyway, I'll have word. So it is like that. We will change it to the time frame, the option premium time frame, into 15-minute or 30-minute level. So we take the first initial minutes up to till now's average price, and we will mark it as a level, and when that level is being tested, we will take the entry from there. So anyway, it depends upon the market. If depends upon the moment, if the range, that particular range is not maintaining our risk reward ratio, so then I will avoid that entry. So if I get a chance to get a 1:2 risk reward minimum, then I go for that entry. So I'll one day we will I'll tell my fellow friends to have a discussion about that in the live market trading. We will be having it at 10 o'clock. So anyway, I'll have a word with them, or else we also will be checking it on the this coming day. We'll have a look at that. So it is testing our support one. Is almost at 15 minute. We'll change it 15 minute. So support one is being tested. So we can plan an entry at this particular level. So we'll have a calculate Bank Nifty also. What Bank Nifty is bringing? Oh, Bank Nifty also tested the support one. We'll check on to mid cap. Mid cap also. Mid cap also. Oh, mid cap we missed an opportunity here. So it tested our level with pivot line, then it reversed from that level. This would have been a good entry at this point. Yeah, it's the first initial minute only. Then I don't think so that from here it tested this level and came up to near to it. Didn't yet tested our support one. Then we will wait. So this will be a bear opportunity is here. Fast movement to be frank. But in the first 15 minutes itself, it's nearly came down to 500 level too. If you see 92, 50 on over here, still moving down. Few in discuss these levels like almost on November, I guess. So this was a good entry in Titan, and we almost got 8 to 9 percentage in this. So with a proper entry at the all high breakout. So we didn't take a an entry from here, but still we tried to manage to book nearly 8 to 9 percentage in this. So this is only a profit booking scenario if you see here. 15 minute is clearly dropping. You do live market reading on this channel or any other channel? No, no, only in this channel. Only in this channel. Only in our company's channel. So I do have a page also, Livelong Bipin, but I recently started it for sharing the stocks, swing stocks, and everything. So I just started 1 week ago. Earlier started. So I'll be sharing similar stocks, swing stocks videos in that as well. So my entries and our what our entries we are taking on small case and it's the stock related rebalancing things, everything will be updated in that. So that's a very new page, but live, to be frank, only in this page only, Livelong Wealth page only I'm doing. So this was a good entry at this point. It's fully bearish sentiments too. So geopolitical pressures are very higher. So it's always on a bear run from continuously. So if you see on a higher time frame, I'll show you something. I don't know if everyone saw this. So if you see that it was properly creating a channel over here on a higher time frame basis, if you see. So also open channel was being created and got broke down nearly. And other thing is that a higher lower pattern was also being created, which was again being changed. And it's also properly broken, and the day it broken with the higher better volume on the bear side, so it is continuously falling. And this here is where we had an OA based level, so a major support was also at this 25,850 levels. We had a major OA based support also, that also been broken and came down, and it's going down still. So we'll have a look at a few stocks also, Tata, Shahin, HDFC, ITC. We'll have a look at ITC because ITC is, I feel like ITC is coming back to the after that huge drop. ITC. ITC being this level also been broken if you see. So somebody was asking about ITC on last few days. So I suggested them that if it is breaking down below this level, then there is no point in holdings. This as of now, and if we are having a huge load holding, then definitely an average down possibilities are there down to this particular levels. Then anyway, it is coming down. It is yesterday, last traded day also it broken down below this level, but anyway, this is quite not a healthy scenario in ITC. Another stock, if we see Hindalco trend, Titan is still running a bit positive. HDFC Life, we'll have a look at HDFC Life. HDFC. So we have a channel to see. So we have a channel. weekly basis, change it to 1 day. Yeah, it is properly being channel only. Getting any chance over this particular level, we'll wait for that. I keep updating it to you guys. So it's running on a rising channel. If you see properly here, it's on a rising channel pattern. So it's properly giving movement from the testing the resistance and support properly. So it's on a rising channel pattern. The one Hindalco trend, we'll have a look at trend. Support to a huge gap down dropout. It is on support. If it is reversing from this level, we'll trade trend also. If you see, it is a doji candle near to the support, 1 day support. If you see, we have two, three, four, five, six, seven touches, and we will see. We'll take upon this trade on a reversal with respect to the volume. If it is supported by a volume, then definitely we can plan that trade. We'll add DMA as well. You'll see DMA 200, so it is more, yeah, it is up above. And short term indicator also we'll add EMA 50. See, only after proper volume, so then only we'll plan entries on this. Until and unless we'll wait for that. So this level, if you see a retest, a retracel on 15 minute. So we got a retracel as above this level, then it's good, only good retracel. If it is coming back this to this particular level, then below this level we can plan a bear entry over here. But until and unless it is not supported by a volume or a proper RSI reversal, we won't be planning any bullish reversal entries over here. So we'll stick on to backside only entry only. Then if it is crossing down below this level, then we will get that proper support in that bearish movement. See, if you are seeing here after that retest, it might be coming down. So I'm still on bear side, to be frank. So it's 9:36. So we will be having a live market analysis continuing from 10 o'clock. You guys will be getting the link on Discord channel over here. We'll have a quick look at Bank Nifty also, and we'll wind up for the day. And similarly in Bank Nifty, it is similar like Nifty also, and Nifty mid cap. If you see a similar trend over here as well. So if it is bouncing back to this particular level, then definitely we can plan a bear entry on this side. So I wish everyone a good day, and thank you so much, guys. You should join the 10 a.m.'s live market analysis. Will be starting soon. Will be conducted by the Dipanshu, and you will be getting the links in Discord channel. Discord channel, you will be getting the link for that. So thank you so much, guys. I'll wind up for the day, and thank you so much for joining. I wish everyone a good day. Thank you. Okay, yeah.